Hi Leo, this is your February 6th through February 12th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly's reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk to you about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love. This week we have the King of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Six of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Wands with the Fool and the Six of Swords. And we have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. I usually go with a King or a Queen, or both if one or both show up. And yes, we do have a couple. The very first card that came out is the King of Pentacles. That's the person you're dealing with. You are the Queen of Wands, the first card in the potential outcome. So the King of Pentacles could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart. If they're not an Earth sign, they could be working for a financial institution. They could be an entrepreneur. Or a wealthy individual, right? And the phrase I keep hearing is that they noticed you, or they will notice you. Perhaps you literally stand out of the crowd, right? Perhaps you had some kind of a story to share as to how you overcame something or how you got where you are at right now. It could be like your success story. And I think this person is very impressed with you, or will be very impressed with you. Leo, right? So we've got this King of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, and it's a card of spying. It's a card of somebody who is keeping tabs on someone. So perhaps when the two of you get acquainted, they will want to even do a research on you. They will Google you. They'll perhaps ask around about you because, again, they are impressed and they just can't get enough of you. So they want to observe as much information about you as possible, right? And this week they're going to make their move, right? We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Six of Wands. The Nine of Cups could be interpreted a couple of different ways. First of all, this is a card of a wish come true. It's a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. So they do see you as their wish come true, that they have finally found somebody like you, right? And at the same time, in some tarot decks, the Nine of Cups looks like some kind of an event or a party or gathering. So perhaps you have something like that coming up this week, an event, gathering, party, show, what have you. And that's where I think they're going to make their move, or they will invite you to accompany them to that event, right? The Six of Wands clarifying the Nine of Cups. This is their intention. This is them coming in to win you over, right? The Six of Wands is a card of victory, success, and it's a card of attention. So you most definitely have this person's full and undivided attention, and they're coming in with an attitude that they want to win you over, but at the same time, I don't know, be kind of very respectful because, like I said, they are very impressed with you, Leo, right? Speaking of you, you're here a couple of times, right? The Nine of Pentacles in the middle, that is you. That's what it feels like. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of somebody who is single, but most importantly, it's a card of somebody who is very self-sufficient, independent, somebody who stands out of the crowd, somebody who is admired and respected by many, right? This card is often referred to as the Empress of the Minor Arcana cards, and that's the way they see you. Again, they're very impressed, right? And yeah, I think this person is going to resonate with you, right? In the potential outcome, we have you, the Queen of Wands, with the Fool and the Six of Swords, right? The Fool could be an Aries you're dealing with, but the Fool is going for it. I think you're going to be impressed with them yourself. I think you're going to like what they're going to tell you, how they're going to behave towards you, how they're going to treat you, right? And most importantly, what they're going to do for you. Start doing things for you, right? This person is not only talking the talk, they're walking the walk. It's like you guys are mirroring each other, very similar. Perhaps they have a very similar life story, right? And therefore, with the Fool, you're just going to go for it, right? Because it's not going to be, you're not even going to question it twice because, again, you guys are very alike, similar personalities, right? Even though they're probably an earth sign for some of you, you're a fire sign, I still believe you guys will make a great couple. And therefore, with the Fool, you're going to go for it. It will feel like the right thing to do. You're not going to be questioning it. The Six of Swords right next to the deck, again, that's you moving forward with them. And the thing about the Six of Swords, this card always talks about improvement. And I'm not saying you'll live a terrible life right now. It basically means that it goes in line with what I personally believe in. I have Moon in Leo, by the way, in case you didn't know. So the I believe that we are in each other's lives to make each other's lives better, because otherwise what's the point, right? And I think this person will be making your life better. Therefore, with the Six of Swords, you moving forward, your life will improve with this person in it, right? Perhaps both of you were the missing piece of a puzzle to each other's life. Okay, and the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. If this King of Pentacles is a Taurus, it makes total sense. The Hierophant is a major kind of card for Taurus, but at the same time, the Hierophant is also a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also a very spiritual card. And I always point out that whenever a king and a queen come out in the same spread, it's always a good sign. That means both of you are vibing on a similar level, the king and the queen level. That's always a good sign if you ask me. I'm not even going to do an extended for you, Leo, because I think you guys got it. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Leo, if you are already married, or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Ten of Wands, the Star, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This feels like a wish come true. Right? Not because you were just sitting on the couch wishing for it. I think because the two of you worked towards it. Right? So speaking of you working towards this, the Ten of Wands, the first card that came out, is a card of a burden. So I think it's going to it took you a little while. By a little, I mean a couple of years even. Right? The Ten of Wands is a burden. It's a card of something that people struggle with, but they still keep going. Right? And the Star in the middle is a wish come true. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, by the way. Right? If you have an Aquarius in your family, then it could be their birthday. Right? Because it's an Aquarius birthday season. Right? But the Star is a wish come true, something people usually wish for or hope for a very long time. And there it is, right? The Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So the Two of Cups is when two people are on the same page. That's you and them. This is when people feel the same way towards one another. It's a card of unconditional love. So you guys are definitely on the same page, or perhaps you're celebrating this wish that is being granted to you, right? And the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of a family. So for some of you could be expanding your family, right? Because in the Ten of Cups there is two adults and also a couple of children dancing around, right? If you're catching my drift. For others of you, you could be, like I said, celebrating an Aquarius birthday party, because the Ten of Cups is also a card of sort of a celebration. For others of you, perhaps you're purchasing a house or an apartment. Something about your family, right? I don't know what it was exactly. Something, like I said, you worked towards for a while. That wish is finally being granted. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Leo, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. The Sun on the bottom of the deck, that is your major arcana card, one of them, Leo, right? And when I saw the cards, I saw, especially with the Four of Cups, the first card that came out, that means you're not taking anybody back this week. I know you guys leave me comments letting me know that you never take anybody back, but I've seen some exceptions, but definitely not this week. You'll know who this person is. There's a hint here. You thought of this person like they were a dead end, right? This person was very comfortable where they were. They were just not advanced in their career. Like, they would just sit there. They even felt like they were dragging you down. They were slowing you down. And therefore, I don't know why the two of you broke up, but when they come back this week, that's what you will remember. Like, this person is not somebody who wants to move forward, right? They are just very comfortable doing dealing with what they already have, if that makes sense. All right, and that's why you're like, no. The Four of Cups, the first card that came out, is a card of a rejection. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Leo, this week. We have the Chariot, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, and the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Cancer or Gemini. But I think this week is all about you. It feels like you decided to conquer the world and nothing is going to stop you. This is a very victorious, a very decisive spread, right? As a matter of fact, the Chariot, the first card that came out, is a card of victory. It's a card of a triumph. You know, when people get on the Chariot, it's really hard to stop them. All right? The Chariot could be a Cancer you're dealing with, by the way. But the Chariot could also be a card of going somewhere. Perhaps you're going on a business trip and you're going to kill it. Right? But in general, this is you are ready to conquer the world, right? Speaking of you, the Queen of Wands in the middle, that is you. Leo, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. The Magician on the bottom of the deck could be Gemini you're dealing with. You could be partnering up with somebody. Perhaps the Magician is somebody who is going to help you with something. The Magician could be somebody who is really good at what they do. Right? And at the same time, that could be you, right? The Magician is a card of manifestation, and it's also a card of taking action, right? The Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal, and they're using those tools. So perhaps that's a hint. You've got everything you need to conquer the world, Leo, this week, right? The Ace of Swords right next to the deck, a very decisive energy. This is a card of a brand new beginning, very decisive new beginning. This is a card of somebody who's crystal clear about what they need to do. Okay, so yeah, victory. Victory. You're getting ready to conquer. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Leo. We have the Two of Wands, the King of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Swords, and we also have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You'll have some kind of a choice to make, Leo. You're the King of Wands here, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And this spread screams a choice. All right, the Two of Wands to the left from the King of Wands, the first card that came out, there's a card of a choice. The Six of Pentacles to the right from the King of Wands could be interpreted as a card of a choice as well. The Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck is one of the options, right? Or perhaps it's just simply a brand new beginning, right? For some of you, perhaps you have a bright idea or you have an inspiration and you're thinking of how you can monetize it. Right, and you're reaching out, you're approaching people or companies that can help you, and they will offer you solutions, and you'll pick one. For others of you, perhaps you are looking for a new job, and you went through interviews at a couple of different companies, and both companies want you. Right, and you'll have to choose which of the two companies you want to move forward with. For others of you, you could be choosing between two people, or two parties to go to. You definitely have a choice. One thing I see here is that you're not going to be rushed into making this decision. There is no really fast-moving energy cards here on the table. No, none whatsoever. So you will have time to process things, to think about it, and make your choice at the comfort of your own home. All right? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Leo, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing week.